Good afternoon to all. Excelsnippet and iselfacademy YouTube channel, and we are going to learn Excel User Series 4.2, video number 13. This is our second video in Club 365. I am trying to use the latest version with the old school formulas and functionalities. Today I saw this from one of my mentor, Tom. He's an MVP from Microsoft, and he showed this in his LinkedIn page where he showed me how to work with counting a formula. I have just improvised it a little bit with my previous Excel file that I've done, where I counted or extracted only the email address belonging to a particular domain. So this time around, what I'm trying to do right now is I want to find out how many people or how many feedbacks that I got, or I've only issued 2 times the Google Sheet to collect my feedbacks for my training, and what is the new training counts that comes into play. So I want to know that. For the first time after a break, I'm using the SUMPRODUCT function here, and we are going to use the function which is, many people think it has become absolute or obsolete right now, because we no longer use this formula in a data type functionality called year, unless otherwise we break them into a multiple column. So if you want to do a sum if function or something like that, where we will recreate this data set again, and this idea is given by Mr. Tom, and thank you, Mr. Tom. I really follow all your data, and I'm trying to create few of the videos out of it. There are a few things which I couldn't able to create as a video because the user will feel it is too hectic for us. As you give me a easiest component to work around, I'm using that only alone to create a video. So our agenda of this data set is, I'm going to extract the data first of all. So now I'm going to use 2 of the functionality, which is called TEXTSPLIT, and I'm going to use UNIQUE. Then finally I'm going to use a SUMPRODUCT function with the year to come into play. So this is the logic. The last logic is what I got from Mr. Tom. Thank you, Mr. Tom. And this is something which I'm going to break it into multiple points, because when I extract the data set from a Google Sheet, it gives me the data set in a CSV file, and gives you exactly every aspect of the data, or when the particular individual recorded their feedbacks to me. So response time and dates and everything is given to me. I'm interested only in the date functionality first, so I'm extracting the dates first. So to do this, I'm going to select the data like we do in the old school methodology, where I want to populate all the data in one shot, because TEXTSPLIT will not populate the data using a spell effect in Office 365. So I'm going to just equals TEXTSPLIT, and then I'm going to just select the text that I want to extract. Then I'm going to give a comma. I want this to break into multiple columns here, so I'm going to give a column delimiter. There is a space in between the data set here, so I'm going to use the space as my column delimiter to extract my data set here. I just gave a control enter to populate all the data set here. I can give an enter. When I give an enter, it will only going to give you the answer for the first list. Now I got the list. That makes my life a little more easier. And now I would like to use the SUMPRODUCT function effectively. So for that, I'm going to create the logics called UNIQUE here. Again, I'm using the old school formula first to extract all the years first, and then I'm going to make the years list into unique one. So I'm going to just say equals year and choose all the dates in this list, and then control backspace and close the bracket and give an enter. That's going to populate all my years, but I want the unique field here, so I'm going to just pick up the unique formula inside the list here. So that shows how many years I'm playing the data with. Now I would like to create the breakup again. So this time around, I'm going to use the last and the final formula. Before I add a formula, let me just show the formula how this is going to come as an output here, because I'm using it in a very different way altogether. So there will be a lot of questions that will be raised. If you have any queries here, you can post them in the comments. So I'm going to just say equals formula text, and then I'm going to select the first cell around. Now I want to populate this formula in a cell which allows us to learn more about it in a detailed manner. First, I'm going to start with a SUMPRODUCT function. I want to find out what is the total number of line item that I got from 2022 and how many line items I have received from 2023. To understand it, to make it better, I even serial numbered it in the list. So by the end of 15, you will see the 2022 ends here from the first record, and then I got the data in a sorted manner, so I know the numbers by default right now. But the sum product, I want to go by the year here, so I'm going to just say equals year, and then I'm going to choose the entire data set here. That way it's going to give you all the years for me in this list. And then once I get the years alone in this list, and I'm going to say if that year is equal to the one on the left, then that makes my life a little more perfect here. So now I'm trying to calculate the years based on this list. So again, if I wanted to do that, so the logic that I've done right now to calculate the year, first I extracted the year, then I'm finding out whether the year is equal to this. If that is the case, then I'm going to just say plus 0. That's going to give me the sum product answers to me. When I close the bracket and give an enter, it's going to populate my answer. I think that I gave a formula a little oddly, so I think that yes, I have to give another bracket here. Sorry, I didn't give another bracket here because it's not taking the right data sets here. Now it's going to give you the answer. So now we got the 15 here. When I populate this below, it's going to give you the next valuation. My total number of people who have done this data set for me is 36 totally, and 15 of them, or 21 common that I got in 2023, probably last month when I created a a training to a particular company. They gave me this data set completely for me. So I got 21 comments on that, and then I got 15 comments from the previous year. This is how I can extract data set. I could have done this on the same field here itself, but I extracted it so that I can showcase the data separately, because sometimes when I go for the year functionality using this data set, it's going to shout at me saying that because I have a time, date and time is also mentioned in here, and plus the zone time that is recorded here, GMT 5:30 is given here. So because of that, my year function might not work. That's the only reason why I split the data into two or multiple columns, and then I took the year date field alone to extract the year. Then I use the sum product functionality to count the number of instant that came in the list of people here. This is how we can count the number of data set. This might be useful even for you if you are using in a normal list. So you can use sum product function. This is the old school functionality. I try to break the data by using a text split first, and then I created a unique list. Then I use the year and sum product to get the desired results for me. This is Vinod signing out from myself Academy YouTube channel and Excelsnippet YouTube channel. Your Excel series user number 4.2, video number 2, and this is Club 365 video number 2. Again, after this I'll be adding all the data set to the Club 365, but maybe the old user forms or all old 365 formulas that I've done in my playlist will be added. Thank you so much. Happy weekend and happy updated.